This could be a decisive moment in the war between Israel and Hamas, a moment that will determine the future of the Gaza Strip. I have come here to approve the Israeli army's plans to take over the city of Gaza and defeat Hamas. Thank you for your presence, both the regular army and all the reserve soldiers. You are all here for an important purpose. Israel's plan is to take control of Gaza City and relocate about 1 million civilians to the south of the Strip, but above all, to disarm the Hamas terrorists, for whom the city is an impregnable fortress. We will increase the destruction of terrorist infrastructure above and below ground and make the population independent of Hamas. We are continuing to help the residents of the Gaza Strip and are even expanding our assistance. We will create additional aid distribution centers. This method will cut off the population's dependence on Hamas. Israel is preparing for a conflict that could last many months, as evidenced by the mobilization of reservists. It is to take place in several waves, with the last group of tens of thousands of reserve soldiers scheduled for the turn of February and March next year. At the peak of the offensive, there will be about 130,000 reserve soldiers under arms. At the same time, I have issued instructions to begin immediate negotiations for the release of all our hostages and an end to the war on terms acceptable to Israel. Israel's conditions for ending the war with the terrorists are the disarmament of Hamas and the release of all hostages held by the terrorists for nearly 2 years.
President Trump is fully supportive of making sure that Hamas knows that from the U.S. perspective, they have to disarm. They have to give up and let all the hostages go. Whether it takes 60 days or 60 minutes, that's the ultimate end result.
The Israeli government regularly faces criticism and demonstrations, demanding that the government secure the release of the hostages.
I'm here only because of one reason. We need the 50 hostages home. Then, after, the hostages will be here. Then, after, we can go in and do what we need to do.
With its new offensive, the Israeli army is promising greater and, above all, more effective humanitarian aid for the civilian population of Gaza, which is caught between Hamas terrorists and the attacking Israeli army. We remember a very moving report from the Gaza Strip, where children were asking to die because they claimed that on the other side there was no more fear, hunger, or suffering. We also know, and this truth is confirmed in various war zones, that it is the weakest who suffer the most as a result of war: the elderly, women, and children. The situation in the Gaza Strip, ruled by Hamas terrorists, was difficult even before the current conflict began, and it is only getting worse. Goods such as meat have been unavailable for 4 to 5 months or longer. Eggs the same. There is no chance of getting them. Milk too. Doesn't appear on the market at all. These are all the basics that the human body depends on. The U.S. ambassador to Israel has criticized the actions of some European countries that are clearly siding with the Palestinians. They are forgetting that it was Hamas's attack on Israel that started the conflict, and that Israeli hostages are still being held.
Why are they there? Why are they still there? Why are they suffering? Where's the Red Cross demanding to go in and check on them and make sure they have food? Where's the international community? Where are the European leaders demanding that they get something to eat?
More than 2 million Palestinians currently live in areas of the Gaza Strip not controlled by Israel, most of them in makeshift refugee camps. The terrorist group Hamas still rules there, fighting for survival and with no intention of giving up.